Hey y'all, welcome to the Godly Vibes and Blessings podcast. This is Quante, Reid, your host. And I know it's been a minute, like I don't even know the last time I recorded, but I have not forgotten about GVB. It is actually something that, as I always say in any other podcast I have talked about, this is just God's way of taking me through things in my personal life and also growing me in the areas that's needed to help others, you know, as I get on the mic and everything like that. So through that process, I have been going through a lot of things. And God has shown me um how honestly how I don't know how to explain it, like how you have to literally give yourself to him and be vulnerable with him in a way where it's uncomfortable. And that uncomfortable process has brought me to, I wouldn't say putting off recording, because what I was doing was trying to stick to a schedule recording. And so the pressure I was putting on myself to get in front of the camera and record, or in front of the mic and record, was pretty much taking over the actual point that I have to get across to y'all. So I had to step away for a minute from recording and figure out how he wants me to approach it, because he has healed me from things, delivered me from things that has helped me become a better version of myself. And I have to give you guys the authentic Quante and the real Quante and the Quante that he wants me to give you. And not to say that I haven't done it before, I was being real with y'all, but I wanted to um make this easier in a sense for me, because I can't be around here like I have been, running around here antsy and anxious because of my um feelings I'm feeling towards speaking in front of the mic. Like, I still deal with that and it's so annoying. But I'm like, okay, if this is something that I deal with, I have to continue to fight it back, or not really fight it, but like make myself push. So I am pushing, and I need y'all to continue to pray for me and continue to support GVB and to support me as we continue on this journey together. And I will continue to do the same thing. I pray for you guys, and I'm here, and I know I have to push you guys into your purpose as well. So as you push me into my purpose, I will push you guys into your purpose. So as you all know, that if you don't know, we have a community called Godly Vibes and Blessings Community, and it's on the website. If you go to the website, you'll be able to sign up and join the community, because I do need you guys' opinions and feedback and push to help me push, because I need help. And I'm not afraid to say that I need help sometimes as well. Sometimes people assume that because they know something and know how to do things, or thinking that, oh, it's the same way as last time, or thinking it's going to be the same way as last time. Because for me, I was like, okay, this is going to be the same way as last time. I'm going to start doing the podcast, start speaking on the mic and recording, and then I'm going to stop. So that hunted me in my mind. I was like, okay, I'm going to get on this podcast. I'm going to start back. I'm going to do all these things that God was talking to me about, and placing on my heart to talk to you guys about. And I was like, Lord, well, in order to do that, I got to do this. In order to do that, in order to say that, I had to go through this. Like, I was getting so caught up in the process to the point where I was distracted. And he had to pull me to the side and was like, Quante, we got to talk about some things. We got to work some things out, because you cannot go into this door I'm about to get ready to push you into and open for you without freeing yourself from things that the enemy is trying to place on you to stop you. And with that, it's also strongholds and ancestral things that we take on from our generations before us, that's caused us to act a certain way, or perceive ourselves as not being good enough. And for me, I was like, consistently saying that to myself. I'm not good enough to get in front of this mic. I'm not good enough to be blessed with the things I'm blessed with, that I have received in opening, not opening, I would say walking into my purpose. Because once I jumped out on faith from the beginning, he has opened up doors and blessings and opportunities, and I have experienced so many great things since last time I was on the podcast, or last time I recorded for the podcast. And so I have to stop saying because that's so annoying. Okay. So I am trying to push through to reveal those things that he's shown me, reveal how he has how he has helped me get to this point I am at today. And through that process, I had to, like I said, be vulnerable with him. I had to give things away to him that I was holding on so tight, like tight, that I was like, I don't want to let this go. I trust myself to handle it over you, and that's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to trust God in all things and trust that He's going to work it all out. And when I was going through that, I was thinking that I was going to just give it to him, then I was going to pick it back up whenever I felt like it was getting shaky, when I felt like it wasn't going to work out as I was thinking it was going to work out. But we all know that his plans are obviously the way and not our way. So you have to consistently do that. Like I feel like that's a daily task that you have to do. Like every now and then, take a moment to remind yourself or go over the promises that he has told you that he was going to do for you. And I had to do that. I have to continuously have people around me that's reminding me as well. Like my friends, they remind me all the time, like, hey, God told you this, so why would you think otherwise? You know what I'm saying? So we have to keep trusting him and building that trust and building your relationship with him. And through that process, you have to have faith. And faith is a cycle. We was having this conversation the other day, like you have to continuously work through that cycle and it starts over every time. So speaking of, I kind of drew a little diagram of that out, and let's see. I would show y'all, but my handwriting is not the best, so I'm gonna make a nicer version of it to have as a document for y'all to download if it's something you need to review and kind of keep in mind. So whenever you feeling down, or if you're feeling why you followed Jesus or decided to surrender and all those things like that, or why you decided to go forth in the purpose that He's told you and reminded you through people or through your talents and gifts and different things like that. So the faith cycle that I have, it says that it starts with faith, and that's like, your salvation, different things like that, like deciding to say yes and deciding to move forward and on this side with God, you know what I'm saying? So when you start off with faith and you go through the process of salvation, different things like that, that leads to your trust and confidence in God. So you might say, okay, I trust you, God, and you ready and you all pumped up. Like I was all pumped up. Like, all right, I got this. We can do this. And then, I was like, this is a little difficult. This is not what I expected. But I continue to go back to the beginning, like go back to the things He showed you. Go to the Bible and read on things about trust and confidence and faith in God, and how He has had so many stories and parables and different things in the Bible where He had to tell them, I got you. Like, we have to remember that. So I feel like for me, building your trust and confidence, like I said, is a daily thing, and it's something that I have to continuously remind myself, because sometimes I be looking at God like with a side eye, and I tell Him how I feel, because sometimes it do make me upset when things get to the point where it's worrying you and different things like that, because He doesn't want you to worry, because we have things that's happening in the real world where it could not even be anything towards me. It could be because I'm a person of justice. So things happening in the world does get me all shaken up. And now that I'm learning more and digging more into how He perceives us and how He sees us and wants us to see like He sees, we have burdens that's placed on us, because we do have things we have to do. We do have to pray for others. We do have to encourage them. We do have to continuously fight against the enemy. The enemy is after everybody. Everybody, especially people who are trying to live right. Especially for the people that's trying to live the lit way. Because that's what we are over here. Like, he's trying so hard to stop us from being great. He does not want us to walk in our purpose. He has attacked me multiple times. Every time I'm getting ready to get to the point where I'm getting in front of the mic, or every time I'm getting ready to just do something that God told me to do, I have obstacles that come out of nowhere, and I'm like, Like, I was just good yesterday. My attitude was just good yesterday. My mood was just good yesterday. Like, everything that was going on yesterday, it flowed. It was good. Everybody was good. And then the next day, the day that you actually supposed to be doing something, here comes the attitude, or here comes um something not working out like it's supposed to have worked out, and different things like that. Like, no, we can't get caught up in worldly things. We can't get caught up in bills. Like, that is something that come in and distract you. We can't get caught up in worrying about the car not working. Like, I was worried about that, and I was like, okay, I can't get distracted. Or for me, I'm a cleaner. I like to clean, and I like to do certain things certain days. I had to break my routine. I wash towels on this day. Like, no, I don't want to do this. So I would get up and start cleaning. And when I was supposed to have been working on things for GVB, working on my purpose, that I get so lost in my task and my routine that I wasn't getting to this. So he had to break my routine. He had to change my routine and say, okay, GVB is a priority. So you have to do whatever you got to do. Whatever else has to be done, dealing with whoever or whatever has to be done after this. So that's still a learning process for me. That's something I'm continuously needing people to encourage me. All right, Quante, get on this, do that for GVB, do this and that for your purpose. Because I am a purpose pusher, and I know that I'm having to push through myself so I can show you guys how to push through, because you're gonna get hit with the same things. Maybe not the same as in like the actual, you know, to a T to this as the same, but the enemy is not. Listen, he does not play fair. He doesn't play fair. I done got off. Actually, I ain't got off nothing. I had to say that. So let me get back to this faith cycle. So yeah, I stopped on I said starting with faith through salvation, and it leads to faith in having the trust and have confidence in God. So from there, you grow your faith. You grow your faith through Him showing you the way. You grow your faith through reading the Bible and seeing the stories and how people had faith, like Abraham and different things like that. Like how his faith is what kept him going. How his faith, regardless of how shaky everything got around him, he kept going forward because of his faith. And his faith in himself and in God. So as you grow your faith in God, you have to grow your faith in yourself and your ability to do this. So I had to gather myself. The only person I can talk about is me and my process, because I don't speak for myself. So I had to gather myself. You can ask my producer. I was acting up before I got in front of this camera. She was getting on to me. she was on me, y'all. And I was like, okay, let me gather myself. Let me sit down. I had to listen to my favorite artists, and I had to read something about fear and how fear like gets in our way and cripples us, right? This is from a post from my favorite artist, by the way. Let me put that out there. So I had to go back and read that, because I had to remember, like, this is one thing that stops us from filling out our purpose. Like, that's a major thing. Even if it's a generational curse, it's still based off kind of like fear, because your spirit is telling you to do this, and you trying to figure out, oh, it's me, I'm not good enough, or I'm not supported by the people I need to be supported by to do this. You don't need everybody to do that. You have to be the person that decides in yourself, am I going to do this? And you have to trust that you can. And yes, you do need counsel. And yes, you do need people that's positive people and lit people around you. That, when I mean lit, I mean, lit with God's light. So you have to have those people around you to help support you. But you cannot, let me slow down. You cannot not do it because this person didn't support you, this person didn't like your post, this person didn't purchase your product. Like, you can't stop because of those things. Like, you have to keep going forward, and the main thing you need to hold on to is your faith. So as our faith grows, you have to see how the testimony, he's going to test your faith. God's going to test your faith, because he needs you to be at a certain point with a certain mindset in order to receive the things he's trying to show you, and bless you with, and push you into, and help others, and all those type of things. Like, you have to realize, okay, my faith has been tested, but that doesn't mean I have to not have faith. That doesn't mean I have to not do what he's calling me to do. It means that he's just testing you, and he wants you to stay firm and stay in alignment with his word, and stay in alignment with the promises that he promised you. So Let's see what's on the faith cycle. Okay. So it's a scripture. Now I'm gonna need my Bible here to help me with this. What's the scripture that was talking about? I feel like I can see it. It's the one he was talking about your character, how different things happen. Is it in James? I knew it started with a J. Okay, it's in James. Is it 1:9? Let me not. I am not finna even. I'm just gonna get her to help me look it up real quick because I just know the area. Okay. Pat yourself on the back when you get. Okay. James 1:2. Hold on, y'all. Thank you. Hold on, I'm using the Bible app. I'm using Bible Hub at the moment. Okay. Okay. I'm going to read. This is in, I believe this is, okay, it's NIV. It says, I'm going to start with James 1:2, and then I'll tell you where I'm going to stop at. I'm not sure yet. Oops. Okay. So it says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Perseverance. Y'all, excuse me, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Let perseverance finish its works so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So I would say y'all go read James. And I started off with the first chapter. And when I was reading that, I was thinking, okay, all these things and obstacles that I was facing wasn't to make me punk out of what God's calling me to do. He's actually preparing you for the giants. He's preparing you for the trials and tribulations and different things that will come your way. And they're not always bad. They're good things too, because sometimes you have to turn away from good things, because not all good things are things that you're supposed to actually partake in. So you have to be aware, and you have to tap in on another level, and you have to dig deeper in order for God to open up your spiritual eyes and see those things. And God has to do that through you spending more time with you. I mean, you spend more time with him, and just being open to receive those things, being open to digging deeper, being open to God opening your eyes and ears, and like turning up your discernment level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have that discernment in order to know, is this something I need to participate in? Is this something I need to go to? Like, you can't go to every event. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to every restaurant with everybody. You can't go hang out with these people. You can't hop in the car with this person. Like, regardless of what you think they are, familiar spirits, familiar people that you've been around, for years, you have to like literally take that serious, because once you start doing what you're supposed to do and you get on the right track, the enemy will use the smallest thing or a person, not saying a person small, but anything, any person to attack you. So yeah, make sure you are paying attention to that and not being so hard on yourself and thinking it's you, because it's not always us. It can be you sometime. It can be us sometime, but we can't focus on those things. We have to continuously give those things to God as well. So once God has tested your faith, and the enemy is coming at you and all this thing, you're standing firm on your faith, and you're standing firm on God's word, and you pushing forward by faith. All those things do nothing but build your faith. Like, they're going to continuously build your faith muscles. You have to continue to work out. When you go to the gym, like, you can't lift, I don't know, I don't be going to the gym, but I work out a little bit. But here's an example. So you can't pick up 100 pounds of weights or squat it if you haven't been building that muscle to do that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be stretched in order to receive things. You have to build your muscle in order to carry the blessings and things that he's getting ready to show you. So y'all continue to build your faith. Build your faith muscles. As he builds your faith muscles, I have here that faith is the key. You know what I'm saying? Faith is the key to the opportunities. Faith is the key to your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like our dreams and our passion are all kind of like intertwined with our purpose. So I feel like if people would just take the time to focus on their purpose, everything else that they want and desire will come after. And some of it he might give to you a little early. So, you know, just keep your faith up. So as we have the key to faith, I have here what I have. It says evidence. So faith is the evidence, obviously, of things that are not seen. So you got to keep that in mind. And faith, that key, because faith is the key. Faith has the evidence. Faith is the key to greatness. And you can have faith through gratitude. So your gratitude is you looking back on all those things he saved you from. You know, some people, like, you could have went to jail. You could have lost your home. In that moment, you might have went back home for a minute and realized you left the stove on. Like, those small things like that are things God showing us and protecting us. And you have to remember those things and keep those things in mind, that he's not against us or he's not against you. Because sometimes, you know, you feeling like, okay, Lord, you must really want it bad for me. You know what I'm saying? You taking me all through this because you feel this and that away about me. You don't like me like that, which that would never be the case. Like, you cannot let your thoughts like consume your faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you let your negative thoughts consume your faith, then you will have nothing. So you have to continuously talk to yourself, speak out loud, do affirmations, read the Bible, you know, listen to audiobooks that's talking about faith, or listen to stories or watch movies that have to do with faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep those things in front of you, like consistently in front of you, to build your faith up, because you're gonna need it. So when I said earlier that this cycle repeats itself, because we are human beings and we do battle against principalities and different things like that in our flesh. So we have to go back to the top of that. Continue to say yes. Saying yes is a daily thing. You have to die daily of the things of this world and continue to accept God and accept the things that he promised us, and that he will not forsake us. So that's your why. When you have why, like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Start that faith cycle over. Go back to the beginning. Go back to the word. Go back to spending time with him. Go back to sitting with him, resting in him, leaning on him, giving him things that you can't carry yourself. Like, if I sit here and picked up everything I have right here next to me, like, literally everything. Like, this is a lot of stuff. Like, this ain't mine, but I'll pick it up too. Like, if I had more, I would go get it. But yeah. So, how are we supposed to do? How am I supposed to do what I need to do if I have all this stuff I'm carrying? How am I supposed to do all this? Okay, I can't. I'm gonna struggle. I can't paint. I can't do the things he's telling me to do with my hands, because I have things I'm gonna show y'all. I can't wait to show y'all. So that's gonna be coming soon. Like, I can't do that. I can't speak in front of the mic if I am focused on talking on the phone, or am I focused on TikTok, or focusing on things that have anything to do with anything. They're just wasting my time. What's the point? If I'm going to do this, you know, make sure you're looking into things that's going to help you. Like, draw near to things that's actually going to push you and motivate you and inspire you to do your gift, or inspire you to do your purpose. Pinterest is my best friend. I'm on Pinterest all the time. But most of the time I'm on Pinterest, I'm looking at things that's going to help me, that's going to inspire me, that's going to motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use your creativity like me. I'm creative. I can paint, draw, different things like that. But if you look and see how those little things are in everything, you know, like putting on makeup, eyeshadow, is still part of art. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing my nails is part of art. Me figuring out what styles I want to wear, or even if I don't have all the clothes or paint materials or whatever I don't have at the moment, me looking into those things, and that's building my faith. Because that means that if I can look into it and I can believe that I can have it, then I can own those things based off my faith and based off God opening the opportunity for me to do that, because He knows what our heart desires are. He knows what things are going to be used to help others. You may be a writer. You might help people. You might do hair and help people. Just sitting there talking to them. So, just continue to, seek yourself in that way. Like, Lord, if you don't know where you going with it, you don't know what your purpose is, ask God. Like, Lord, can you reveal my purpose to me? Can you show me what you want me to do? Can you show me where to start? It might be something that you used to do as a kid, and you never knew that the reason why you were doing those things is because it's part of your purpose now. Like, I have always been artsy. I've always did different things a different way, or seen things a certain way and painted it or drew it or colored with color crayons the way I seen it. Or even with my grandmama, she used to give me I used to ask for crayons and paint and color pencils and all those things. All those things like that is tied to now. My daddy said that he fell asleep in a recliner with me when I was younger, and I don't know who lipstick I had, red lipstick. He said I had red lipstick all over the walls and the doors and everything in him. That was me, even though I was a kid. That was me still being artsy and creative and different things. Like, He places your gift in you at a young age. He knows our gifts and our talents and our purpose before we even get here. So just, if you don't know where to start, like, think about over your childhood. What are the things that you were interested in, that you participated in or wanted to participate in and do, that you didn't get a chance to do or you did participate in and do? So ask God what your purpose is and how He's going to tie your gifts and your desires together with your purpose. Because it is a way. He always has a way. So, yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm glad to be back on the mic. I'm so serious about y'all helping me, push me, and join the community to help each other through the process of finding your purpose and staying lit and becoming lit and staying lit and becoming lit. Because that's, like I said, it's a cycle. You have to stay lit. And once you become lit, you got to focus on the staying lit part. So we're going to talk about it another time, like the process of that. But I want you guys to know that I'm so grateful and thankful to all the listeners in the US and in other countries. And shout out to Germany. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love everybody, but I am so excited to continuously get in front of here and try my best. I'll give y'all as my best to, tell y'all what's up. Tell you what the Lord's telling me to tell y'all. But back to being grateful. I want to let y'all know I'm so thankful for y'all, like, for real. Like, for real, for real. And I have been just meditating on how God is, like, moving and how He's, like, I didn't think my voice went, like who want to hear me talk in front of a mic? Like, who? You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all so much for listening. If you've been wondering what I've been up to, stay tuned to that. I might, chat with y'all, just chat, just regular chat with y'all. Who knows? But you have to join the community in order to see that. Okay? So, yes, in order to join the community, we're going to have a link below. I don't know where she's going to put it at. My producer do that. I don't know where she puts it, but she'll put the link to the website. And I will talk to you guys soon. And I hope you know the motto. Everybody should know the motto by now. Become lit, stay lit. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Only God leave vibes and blessings here.